What did you think of the first day of practice?
Yeah, I thought it was, we moved around with some pace. I thought it was good energy, good intent. Like I challenged the guys. Don't go watch the film and seek praise, right? Go seek progress. Go find the plays that you remember you did something wrong on. Watch those first, right? Watch this tape and try to seek progress, not praise.
Coach, you talked about wanting efficiency out of this camp. Did you get that on day one?
Yeah, we were on time today, and like I said, we got the same amount of reps. We just cut the amount of time of practice, and I thought that was a positive.
You talk about mindset over technique. Is that where you're heading this spring? Just trying to get that mindset going?
Yeah, I want our guys to understand that, mentally, when you're a mentally strong football team, when your best play can be after you give up a big play. When you can respond in those manners, when your best plays, or maybe even after you have a good play and everybody's praising you, right? The moments that are the toughest are the ones that are most emotional. And we got to become a team that can perform in the biggest moments. Year two, we were that. We won in the fourth quarter. Last year, we were 50-50 in those big moments. And we got to get back to winning those big moments. That's what wins games.
Coach, it's good to see you once again. It's Abby for Devils in Detail. So when it comes to basically, as I asked you on Tuesday, navigating through the quarterback situation so far, what has stand out to you from those?
I'm not nothing. It's day one, and I haven't watched the tape yet. So give me a couple days to watch the tape. But, for the most part, I felt like the guys' eyes were in the right spot. But, we're two-spot right now, so I'm only seeing half the guys. So I don't think it'd be a fair evaluation to just comment on the few reps I saw. I want to go watch everything before I really give a real comment.
And follow up.
Think of Omarion Miller and Reed Harris and how the two of them look today.
I think they look good. One-on-ones, they both made plays today. I thought there was a bunch of wideouts that really stood out today. Not just those two guys, but I thought a crew of those guys stood out today. You had a follow-up?
I had a follow-up as well. Basically, when it comes to I'm just curious to know, comparing and contrasting from the last few football strength training, has this been the most fascinating one so far? I'm just really curious.
I don't know about the most fascinating. I mean, years 1 and 2 were pretty fascinating. So I would say, that's just the new state of college football, and I think it's been fun. Like I told our staff, this has been fun. This has been a fun off season. It's a fun first day of practice. So I'm excited to see how the work continues.
So the new roles that give Ryan Ward and Ryan Carrington, is this really just more like moving around positions? That way, kind of the essence of what they're going to be doing in practice now?
Yeah, well, I wanted Brian to be able to float and see big picture and really let other guys focus on the fundamentals and him see the big picture as the coordinator over there. And then I thought Coach Carrington's become his football knowledge has grown, and I wanted to give him a role as the passing game coordinator and give him some roles kind of just overall the whole program. So it was kind of what's best for the program. I thought those decisions were what's best for the program, so it's kind of what we did.
What leadership role?
Yesterday you touched on the specialist, having another specialist coach. How big a deal is that, given the fact that punting game was where you kind of struggled last year?
Yeah, we were dead last in the country in that punt. That's not good. That's not good at all. And so to get a guy who's done it, for a long time, and to only focus on those details, I think is going to be really good for us. Like I said the other day, we have quarterback coaches and offense coordinators, or both sometimes. But to have a guy specialize in that specialty and then have a coordinator, I think is a really good combination for us.
What leadership role do you want Kyson Brown taking on this season?
Whatever's natural to him. There's a lot of new guys here, and I want to see him. If the guys flock to him and he works like he does and he's a worker and the guys respond to him, then I want to see him be vocal, a little more vocal. But I think with all the new transitioning guys here, the reason we don't have a leadership council is I want to see which guys people respond to, which guys do people see, man, he brings it every single day. I want to watch that guy. I know Kyson does that, but now he's got to continue to build that with the rest of his teammates.
Is it fair to say that this is maybe your biggest team,
This is our biggest team. This is our longest team. From that perspective, that's an accurate statement. I'm sure you guys can see that on the field.
Coach, all the positions that are up in the air, do you feel like you've had the right kind of competition where you guys are fighting hard for spots, but still team first?
It's day one. Everybody brings it day one. Like I told the guys in meetings, I'm not judging how you practice today. I'm not. I want to see how consistent you are. Whoever you are today, it's going to bother me if you're different day 7. Those are the guys that are going to bother me, because those are the guys that are different in the third quarter than they are the first quarter than they are the second quarter. So whatever you are today is the expectation I have for you every day. So if you're not a guy who can bring it every day, don't bring it all today. If you are a guy who can bring it every single day and have that mindset, set the expectation for what I'm going to see out of you today. You get to pick that. So I'm excited to see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to see that competition and mindset.
Coach, what have
Having the frames that you would like to be able to have.
Yeah, I mean, big people push around little people. Now you can't be slow, but at the end of the day, like creating explosive runs, you block people on the perimeter, you get off blocks on the perimeter, right? So, and in college football, tackling is at such a premium now with all the rules that size and length and wingspan all, increase the ability to tackle, in my opinion. So for us, we want to get bigger and stronger, and obviously faster, but we want to get bigger and stronger priority.
Coach, what have you seen from David Abbott, and how has he been guiding the leadership of the younger guys?
Yeah, he's been awesome. He's a great person, great kid, great personality. Works really hard. So he's got to learn, what effort is here in terms of sprinting to the ball after the play. Every place, we're teaching guys a new identity of, I say the word effort or I say the word full speed, and that's different to everybody. I say finish. Well, that's been defined by 20 different coaching staffs here. We're working through how we define that here and what that looks like. So, but I've been really pleased with him.
What are your thoughts on Cutter today and you've seen him in action?
Yeah, I was happy. I mean, I wasn't over there for half of the day because I was over at 7-on-7 over here, so I missed some of his stuff. So I'll watch one tape and go from there.
It was only a few minutes into practice when Hines Ward was already working with the wide receivers saying, well, we're going to block our ass off on the perimeter. How important of a skill set is that going to be for this team to focus on this season?
Yeah, I mean, we want to create explosive runs, and you can only do that if you have wideouts who are willing to work on the perimeter. And it's all about the team. Blocking on the perimeter is just showing that you care about your teammates. That's all it is. And so for us, the team. Everything's about the team.
Coach, multiple players from the O-line last year have departed from the program, and you have the task of building a new one. How are you going to approach that unique task heading into this new season?
Yeah, we got a lot of young guys over there that have gotten better and better and better. They played in the bowl game, were really good. And then we brought in a couple guys. So just compete, just like every other position. I'm excited to see how that goes. Shorts, T-shirts, helmets, whatever that is. O-line play is just like footwork and athleticism. So I'm excited to, one more day of that. And then day 3, we get to hit. Awesome. Thank you.